All right. Thank you very much, my people. It's good to be back here again. Yes. Now we have the time now to talk. When I the rush for now, 1 minute, 2 minutes, something not too easy for me. But now, yes, let's see how you guys can manage 1 hour or maximum 2 hours on this particular one. So I would like to go to the top now. It's supposed to be moderator, don't go sleep, tele. So I think I'm gonna start with Mr. Alex. Oh, Mr. Alex, don't come out as well. Oh, Mr. Alex, sorry. We don't lose you there. Now you have one start with. Okay. Mr. Alex, don't go. I would like to go with Tunaja. Tunaja, please talk to us.
Yeah. I don't know how I always end up at the back of the queue, but it's all right. Um, I
What do you
think
mean back of the queue? Are you in back
yeah,
of the
because
queue?
Alex spoke after me now. Alex spoke well after me, and you wanted to start with him.
But Alex came
Uh,
before you, right?
no, I can be. I think he spoke after I had spoken.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He came before you. Both of you have
That's
only talked once. Yeah.
it, it meant that I spoke first. When I meant that I spoke first, then he spoke before me.
Oh, okay. Okay. Go ahead. He's
Yeah,
supposed to speak right now, but he's not here. So you go ahead, talk to us.
yeah. I think for me anyway, so that people get it clear the way my own approach to this whole thing. I'm not here for our daily politics. I'm here because I feel like, not I feel like I know what happened to us 400 years ago, and that we have not closed that gap till today. Technologically, we are not developed. Security wise, we are not developed. And if we carry on like that, the signs we see everywhere is that we are going to be in serious trouble before long. And I also don't like some of the things I've seen, from what happened to the African Americans, Brazilians, and even the Congolese, and in Nigeria, all kinds of crazy stuff happened. We saw what happened to Ovarowe and all the rest of it. So all those things, we don't want it to repeat itself when we have the chance to fix it. And I see the shameful pictures of Nigerians being chucked out of foreign countries, and they are crying because they are being sent home. That is shouldn't be, we shouldn't be seeing that type of pictures. And if you are raising a family and your children are growing up in this world to see that kind of life, what are we making of ourselves? No other people are like that. So that is my whole approach to these things. It's dispassionate. I don't care who delivers any step that moves that dial in our ability to determine our destiny. We can't be in a world where we are mighty, but we don't control anything. That is what I find lamentable. That is why I get involved in some of all these debates. And when I don't get too down and dirty and all the rest, people think I'm just too aloof and I don't care about this thing. Because for me, my whole approach is on a different level. I approach it slightly differently. And when people say, "Oh, somebody does something good, we should reject it," and some other person was saying that they should drag Emefiele on the floor. When they drag normal citizens on the floor, you say they are abusing the law. They want to arrest him. Nobody say they should drag him, but we should learn to take yes for an answer. If something good happens, just because you don't like the person that is delivering, it doesn't mean you shouldn't accept it. PWB will be the first person to accept it. One of the first things he said, one of the things PWB always says is that he's not desperate to be president. He's just desperate to see the problem solved. And you know what? It has been my approach. I don't care too much about all the vanities and all this stuff people worry too much about, whether you are on the top or you are at the bottom and all the rest. Because the issues are well beyond that. I really don't care about those sort of things. We can, for me, fixing this problem. This is why I always go back to security. We can't keep pretending as if we can run away from that truth. We have all kinds of debates. We talk left, talk right, but you don't want to fix the only thing that can actually save your nation, your people, and keep your people alive enough to have the other
Sorry, Mr.
argument.
Elvis, are we able to interject him, or we should just let him speak? Be-
Of course.
be-
This session now is you know, you can interject. I'm not working with time, but I'm working with the maximum of
Okay,
2 hours,
2 hours, white a minimum of 1
5 hours.
hour. Yeah,
okay.
yes, I'm
If
here.
I can interject him, I want to interject him.
Yeah, you
See,
can.
one thing
Anybody can
is,
interject anybody.
Peter Obi. Even though you say Peter Obi says he doesn't care about, he's not desperate to be president, but he says something. You cannot be addressed as His Excellency if the process by which you get there is not excellent. So what you're trying to sell to us as Nigerians is that even though the guy paid Mahmoud Yakub and they rigged the election, the mandate was stolen. At least he's doing what you guys want him to do now. Why are you guys still crying? My brother, gbogbo wa la máa jẹ breakfast tó bá yá, ìwọ gan wàá jẹ ń bẹ̀. Let's not deceive ourselves. We are no more babies, no more babies. What we are saying today, we are saying it because the nation has to get better. You cannot build illegality on you cannot build legality on illegality. Peter Obi is a
Okay.
sane man. You live in UK. Can somebody come and rob your house in UK and they say, don't worry, he only steal your at least your tire and I steal and I don't steal your car. Let him just ride it. Let's leave it. Let's see. Let's stand for what Black Panther just said something. When he was talking, what I was saying in my mind is that we all will be all right when the time comes. You may think you have a red passport, maybe I have blue passport, or other people have other passports. We all go chop breakfast. Tinubu we cannot build on this illegality and normalize it. Irony, this one cannot go anywhere.
I
As
don't,
for
I
me,
don't,
sir,
I
thank you,
don't
sir.
know where you had normalization. You know, you can separate two concepts in your head at the same time. You can say yes for an answer and
But but
still
but your
go to
but in your
court
own
and
head,
defeat that person.
in your own head, you are saying that they did not drag Emefiele. Emefiele to arrest here. Did they my brother?
But would you
We
like
go
to be arrested would you like to be
we
dragged on
we
the
all
floor
we
when the
all
police
we all
officer
go
come and
enjoy
pick you up?
ourselves very soon. Maybe it'll be
No,
get there. Everything go clear.
you see, you can't. I don't understand the logic. Just because you don't like the person, then you are
No,
saying
no,
the
no,
police officer
no,
should break the law.
Tunaja. No, it's not about liking or no liking. A criminal should be dragged on the floor. Yes.
This is
A
what you
criminal should be
guys don't.
dragged on the
This
floor.
is what you have not
No,
come to realize.
see, see,
Tunumbu is on my
A
is from
crim,
he's
allegedly
not been
is from south.
convicted
He's
yet.
from
He's not been
listen,
convicted.
sir,
no,
listen,
no.
sir, listen, sir. Allegedly, Tunumbu is from southwest. I'm a Yoruba man. I don't hate him as a personality, but I don't like his principle. Tunumbu is a drug baron. He's a thief. Can you ask your
Mhm.
children, excuse me, sir,
Yes.
to look up to Tunumbu as a person?
No, of course not.
So what are we? So
See,
what are we saying?
but you see, you're
Build the
mixing two
legality on
things. That's why
Although,
I
my
said you
brother.
see. You can have two concepts in your head.
Emma Solo. Continue,
I,
sir. Continue, sir.
but how are we
let me finish.
if you cannot handle these two concepts of saying somebody can be reprehensible and terrible, but at the same time it's about your processes. You are in you see you said you are saying all these things now, but you are in a country
Why is
that
Peter Obi in the
does
court?
these
Peter
similar
Obi is
things that
fighting
I'm
for the
saying.
process. He's fighting for the.
I
He's not
don't know,
fighting for the
man.
presidency.
No, no.
He's fighting for
Let
the
me help you. Let
process.
me help you. Let me interject. Tunaja, Tunaja, you are right. Tunaja, you are right. In a normal situation where you have good governors that follow the rules of the law, and everybody is pronounced, you have the right, the same right. Then you can act that way. But in an abnormal situation where you have not spoken as a nation how you're going to channel this ship, and you want to build your ship without not having a law that will guide and navigate your ship, then anyone can say that criminal should be dragged on the floor, because even the constitution has been broken to your own face. It was broken. You saw it. So which legality are you fighting now for?
No,
So what
all
we're
I was
talking
saying
now
was
is for us to build a viral nation through a
Black
good
Panther.
constitution.
Black Panther. When Emefiele, as a central bank governor, was contesting for presidency, used our money to buy car. He didn't drag how many Nigerians were in poverty at that time? So he hasn't dragged Nigerians on the floor at that time. I'm not saying drag him on the floor. I'm saying that if they truly arrested Emefiele should is that my brother, you should understand what we are saying here. This guy,
I get your frustration. I'm
so
just saying that I'm
see,
just asking you
this is what
to
we are saying here.
elevate yourself to see that.
What we are saying here is that see, Nigerians have been. I'm privileged by God's grace to live in America by God's grace. It could have been anybody. And it could have been me that I was at 19 years old, but I pied himself in Plateau State. Because of these evil people. Let's also put ourselves in the shoe of other people. That I'm living in the United States does not mean I'm a better Nigerian than others. No, it is just time and chance that happened to me. But I'm speaking like this because of what he have done to our people. Buhari, when he was going to leave, his valedictory award was over 1,000 people were paid. That was his valedictory service, sir. Let's understand this young boy that Mr. Elvis was playing for us today. If you read the caption on behalf of that boy that was singing that song, somebody wrote there. He said, "Oh, this boy make me remember my younger sister that we used to play together." And you don't know what happened to that girl. These are young people praying for Nigeria. My brother, people have been bastardized. Family have been suffering.
I know, and if you have the kind of visions that I have, if you think that is bad, there are worse visions to have of what could happen. And when I say this, I'm not saying it because I'm trying to support Mefele and all the rest of it. I'm saying it because of what we represent. We have to represent civilization. We have to represent the rule of law. And we have to represent civility.
The only area I support you is because you said it's not convicted. Yes, on that you're right. Constitutionally, yes, you're right.
Yeah, because the rule of law is that you have to apprehend the person with dignity. You don't want our people to be acting barbaric and all over the place, because in the end, they are human beings like us, and other people are watching, and we have to assume that the process, even when he's convicted, you have to punish him accordingly. If you have to punish him for life or death sentence, whatever you want to do, but the machine has to kick in place and function accordingly, not because we like it. It just has to be that way, dispassionate. Is that not what we're saying earlier on here? But even if it affects your family, it should affect your family. There is a reason why in medicine they say family members should not operate on fellow family members, because it has to be dispassionate. You have to remove your own personal feelings from things that involves something that needs balance for it to function properly. But I get your feelings about it.
To Niger.
Yeah.
Has anybody seen the warrant with regard to Emefiele?
None of us
or even know the judge or magistrate that signed the warrant? And what are the charges? Because it appears
funding terrorism is one of them.
Well, that's what they say. But have you seen any of the court documents that were even enforced? What the law enforcement was enforcing by arresting him?
I think some of them were clear cut. Like when bandits kidnap people.
That's their assumption. I've searched all over the internet. If anybody has seen it, because I was trying to get the specifics.
There is none.
And you see, that means that
there's no real evidence to be fair.
Thank you very much for bringing that point up. He was never even taken to any judge to go out to prosecute him. They just went to pick him up. And we are saying that this Tinubu can do something.
And that means
in which court was Emefiele even convicted for him to be arrested in the first place? And you are saying for terrorism.
I've been searching, trying to see what the exact charges are.
Exactly.
Let me tell everybody.
Drag him on the ground first.
Let me tell everybody
asking those questions.
Let me tell everybody.
Don't beat on that.
Is exactly
don't beat on that. I just made that analogy because I feel that these guys have done more evil to Nigerians that they deserve such if they are prosecuted. So, and if I compare him to Tafawa Balogun, there's a reason why I compare him to Tafawa Balogun. There's a reason for that. And that's my personal opinion.
Can I tell you guys something? Can I tell you guys something? Emefiele, under the CBN law, Emefiele 1 did not commit any crime. Under any circumstances, did they bring any paper that Emefiele approved money on his own, with his own directive to sponsor Boko Haram? Emefiele is a tool of scam that they finished using. They got to take him out, disgrace him out, and finalize every other thing. It's not going to be jail.
And
It's just a scam tool. That's all.
good. That's exactly the problem I'm trying to get to.
Then why
You
not
see,
arrest the principal,
wait,
that the one that sent him on that errand?
wait.
Why not arrest him?
Look at what's going on. They want us to be looking at this Emefiele thing, but I want you guys to look beyond that. He has just successfully, in 10 days as the president, he has just successfully put the fear of God in not Emefiele, but the people he sent the next message to, which is the judiciary, about things he will tolerate or not tolerate. This guy is worse than Abacha and Idi Amin combined. He is gradually sort of sending them signals. That is why we, the obedience, have to read between the lines. And we have to tell the judiciary, for those of you who have taken money from him, no problem. Eat that money and eat it real good. But on that day, we stand by you. You give the right judgment.
Yeah.
We need to show them that we have their backs. So they will have that backbone to react and be, like Alex was saying, that savior we need.
Yeah,
We
and
need
I
a cleaner.
think we should be putting pressure on them to move on with the case, because I think
Putting
the way they are
pressure on
going,
the
they are
judiciary.
slow
Wait,
walking. They are slow walking it now.
You're going the wrong way tonight. On the judiciary is nothing. The judiciary is already under more humongous pressure from Asarok.
But they are sitting for 2 hours a day and they call it a day.
No, that's exactly their cry. They are crying for help. We are the ones that need to encourage them, so they will say, you know what,
that's
we
what
will
I'm
do
saying.
24 hours.
We should be telling, we should be encouraging them. Okay, if you call it encouragement or put pressure,
well, no,
we should be encouraging them to be doing longer hours.
Use that solidarity march to let them know we got their back. Then they will have that backbone to say, okay, we will do 24 hours today. Nobody, if you want a bathroom break, we will give 5 minutes bathroom break. Everybody come back. Then you will see their interest. All these jokes that they are cracking in the courtroom is escapism.
My concern is that the current president is wielding a lot of power. He's doing a lot of things
that
now.
That is where the obedience need to do a 10 million man march and show him that we are out. And show the judiciary we got your back. You don't have to cower to this idiot.
As long as the judiciary
it
doesn't matter what he does in the end. But you
All
know,
right, we have other people waiting.
Exactly. It's okay. Let them talk. They didn't even let me say anything.
Okay. Let me move on to the next person here. Sorry. Okay, I would like to call on. I don't know if Jonathan. Jonathan, are you with us?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, thank you, sir. Please
Yeah,
talk.
thanks. Yeah, thanks. Thanks very much. Thanks everyone.
Thank you.
Thanks for the opportunity. Let me start from the last subject. The subject matter. With respect to the arrest of Emefiele. See, it's all an indication that in Nigeria we don't have laws. There are no laws in Nigeria because under normal setting, in a normal climate, you cannot arrest anybody without a warrant in the first place. So in as much as we kind of support the idea that the likes of Emefiele should answer for all the atrocities that they committed, we should expect that they will follow the due process of law. Because if tomorrow, think of it, if they arrest anybody, they can just wake up and arrest any Labour Party member, the top hierarchy of Labour Party, without following. That's what happens in an autocratic, in a military setting, where they will just bang at your door 5 a.m. in the morning and just whisk you out. That's what happens in a normal climate, in a democratic process. If we have one in Nigeria, somebody like that, there should be a warrant, and by now it should have appeared in front of a magistrate. You cannot just pick somebody up, lock him up, and then just like we're investigating what? You must have your proof. The reason why you are arresting him, everybody must know this. We are arresting him for this, for that. There's nothing. I've searched all over the internet to see whether there is even a press release or a statement from Asu Rock or from the director of SSS and DSS. Nothing. Other than today, he made a tweet, or I think it was a tweet, that we arrested the former governor of the central bank has been is under the custody of the DSS, just to confirm. Just like that. Who does that? You can't do that in a normal crime. Even a murderer, you cannot even go when you are going to. You have reason why you are arresting the person. You will tell him this is the reason why we are arresting you. And then within 24, 48 hours, he will appear in court. So if they can do it to the likes of Emefiele, then Nigerians stands no chance. Ordinary Nigerians just stands no chance at all. You know, even if it involves the case of national security, where you can say, okay, the intelligence community can go straight away and arrest him, they will still give a reason. They will give their reason. This is why we are arresting this man. He's now in custody, but not in Nigeria. So if they can do it to Emefiele, then, you know, anything can happen, you know, in Nigeria. So that's just, you know, on the side. For me, I just want to focus more on this present government that we have, this so-called government, because as far as I'm concerned, for me, I don't.
What's happening? Is it
me?
Is it me?
Oh, okay. I can hear you, Mr. Naija.
Everywhere just blank. What happened?
Hello.
Okay, we can hear you now.
Sorry about that.
I was wondering.
Yeah, I was talking about like what is happening right now with this present government, and I said that for me, I don't recognize any government in Nigeria as of now. Nigeria just doesn't have a government. What we have is just a group of criminals that just gang up together, and just usurp power, take up the whole government, the whole country of 200 million people, and they are governing them. And just what I will re-echo, as I always say, I will re-echo what Give Us Our Mandate said earlier. I will re-echo it. See, in Nigeria of today, this government, they can't do good. They have no capacity to do good. Let's just get that straight. So this idea of student loan what? A country that has no structure. The only structure they have, this set of people, they call themselves government, the only structure they have and that they know is the structure of political, electoral manipulation and criminality. If you want to have a system in Nigeria, a student loan system, the country will have a structure of social, there will be a structure of social and economic development in place. How do you want to do that in Nigeria? Who are you going to give the loan to? What they are going to do now is to set up another machinery, another state machinery, a gigantic structure of stealing money again. They are going to set up a student loan agency or whatever they will give it, headed by a chairman or a managing director with offices and staffs all across the country. The money they will spend in running the student loan will even be more than the money that they will give to Nigerian students, even if they want to do it at all. So at the end of the day, it's just another gigantic machinery being set up now, right in front of us, to steal money again. That's just what is going to happen. We all know it. Don't let us deceive ourselves. This is what they are doing right now. This machinery is another state machinery to steal. So that's what is going to happen. And that's where there's no way I can talk of Nigeria, of this nonsense going on in that country without inserting the Nigerian media into all these things. They are talking about all this nonsense going on. I've never had any robust or any discussion on the media for the last 24, 48 hours about this student loan thing. Country that has no structure. Who is who? You don't know who. Somebody will get the loan and he will run away with it. he will japa after getting the loan. Who is going to be responsible for that? Who are you going to hold accountable for that loan? And that is what is going to happen. They will start giving
I think that can I say something? I think that there are ways to handle this. One, you can push for transparency. And secondly, because of BVN, we know where everybody is, even when they leave the country. As long as they want to send money to the country, you can take money from their account. I'm also aware that the Nigerian government is capable of taking money from people's account directly. So there are the systems
to Nigeria. Have you lived in Nigeria for? When was the last time you lived in Nigeria for, say, that you lived in Nigeria for 2-3 years? Without living abroad.
That's a very, very long time.
See, Nigeria of today, as Nigeria is today, you can have 2 Nigerian passports. You can still have 2 Nigerian. You can still people
Mr. Jonathan.
Yes.
Can I interject you, sir?
Yeah, go ahead.
I think Mr. Tunaija, you what you just said now is a good idea. But do you know that most of the bank, the people that work in the ICT bank in Nigeria, they've all japa. Where somebody can have two different ID cards bearing 2 different names. They only attach BVN to one. They'll come and look for you in the United States or where. My brother, those ideas are nice, but until we have the right people there.
One of the things I've always championed was that we should make government accounts public.
Wonderful, but not by this guy. Yeah, what my brother said. This guy's is built to steal. They can't do it right. Go ahead,
Tunaija, let me give you one information. There was a time during Obasanjo regime, they said they want to make a national identification card for every citizen.
Bam.
You know that guy? That guy, we didn't know how he died. We didn't know how he died. Up to now, they said a heart attack. We didn't know anything because the guy just died like that.
God bless you, sir.
So get that.
It is that
but that has nothing to do with this one. I think Nigeria has so many ways of tracking people. Just with your phone number alone, they will know your date of birth, your fingerprint, everything.
Then how many bandits have they arrested, or how many kidnappers have they arrested? Then if Nigeria have that,
they are not exactly coming out to get arrested. You know how this will operate. Are you going to go to Zambia? This is a different matter. Expect bandits to come and put
let
Mr.
Jonathan speak. Mr. Jonathan, sorry.
You see, in Nigeria, as of today, in Nigeria, it's still the Nigeria of the 80s, of the 70s, where you can manipulate and go away with it. That's why we have somebody that we don't know his name in Aso Rock now. There's no record. There's no way they can track him. INEC himself cannot even track. Even if they want to do the job, honestly, they really want to do the job, it's very difficult.
His audio is out again.
He don't disappear.
Okay, I think we need to assign someone else again because this is magic audio. So
Nigeria can track NYSC. We can track that Jagaban doesn't have a birth certificate. He doesn't have
hold on. Let's hear from someone else. Hold on. Let me hear from my sister first. I better talk to us.
Thank you very much, Mr. Elvis. It's interesting that we're having this conversation, and I did actually agree with what Mr. Kingsley has said. And Mr. Kingsley, in case you're hearing us, I really, really thoroughly appreciate your submissions today, especially paying attention to the senators, the people that have just been recently sworn in and all of that. You actually zoomed it all the way in, in my mind. So I appreciate that. And I also appreciate what you're saying. Nigeria, we don't have any structures. I don't know with this idea of student loans. It's so obvious. Everybody can see that. It's another way to siphon money from the poor people, to squeeze the life out of them. How many of them have jobs? How many of these people have jobs that can pay back? How many industries, how many manufacturing companies do we have that can employ people? How many employers of labor do we have in the country that can pay people? There is no structure in place for them to even be talking about student loans. They are just doing everything rush just to make people gain people's trust so that people can relax and then they can revert back to what they intentionally want to do. That's just what it's about. Are you going to tell me that somebody who can barely afford to feed himself will now go, or him or his children will now go and collect student loan, and you expect him to pay back? How? These people are just going to use it. Guess what? They're going to give the contract to some known person who already has so much money that is spilling out of his nose, his ears, his eyes, everywhere. That person will make money again, and then of course your Baba Blue at the top will be collecting a percentage on everything. Let's not kid ourselves. I mean, I know that some of us have not been to Nigeria in donkey years, but I have been to Nigeria recently. There is nothing on the ground to support what they are trying to do. And no matter what they do, they can never be. They can never be close to it. He's never going to be anybody's president. He's just there as a titular person, head. He's just going to sit there after he's going to leave if the judiciary does what they're supposed to do. It's just so pathetic because and I hear what you're saying, Mr. Tunaja, about security. I know that that's your own passion. You hold on to that like Aradite glue. I understand. But without us getting the necessary, anybody when no get vision for people, they can all this one we are saying to be English to them. All they are hearing is, man, I want to collect money. I want to make all the money when I take do election, when I spend, when I take bribe, when I take do this. I want to when I will make them back. That's all. Matter of fact, when they talk now, some of them don't go price new private jets. Are you kidding me?
With interest too. With interest too.
With interest. You understand what I'm saying? So we know. To Naija, everything wey you dey talk, it makes sense anyhow if better person enter. Like say Peter Obi dey now, you dey talk this one. Trust me, I dey your back. I go say yes, not true. Security is essential because our borders are very porous. Recently, they find some people when you just cross border. In fact, na leg they take cross. There was nothing there. They just use leg, just jump one gutter, pass, enter Nigeria. That's all it took, So you look okay as we dey talk now. They just buy people recently again. Instead of these people to focus on what is important, if now people really, you say you pay attention to what's going on. Nobody don't ever mention for news. Say okay, these people there's something going on here. Let's attack it immediately. You dey hear and they talk about them. Since these people enter, they never pay attention to what they happen to the people, our brothers and sisters when they for middle belt and just especially and Benue. None of them don't pay attention. Are they not part of us? Are they not part of what they call Nigeria? Why are they intentionally ignoring that? Okay, now they can wetin make us still dey there. Wetin make dem still lock and put for there? Why? The person wey lock am don comot. Okay, what interest is this serving still being there? If we want to talk about treating people like human beings, why are they not treating him like one? What is his offense? What has he done? Compared to everything, the atrocities, and I'm sure all of us here, our ear don't full, we don't throw away. All the atrocities that these people have committed. Tell me what Nnamdi Kanu still they do for inside here. What is he doing? See, we have a joke as a structure. Honestly, if the whole world is laughing at us, I like it. Let them laugh. It dey pain me, don't get me wrong. Even on TikTok, you see videos saying Nigerians that they yab us anyhow, left, right, center. It's good. I think we need it. We need some wake-up call. May they laugh us where. We need to be laughed at. Because if they not laugh us where, it no go make us, it no go move us to do what we're supposed to do. Me, I'm not even bothered about those laughing at us. I'm more focused on how this man want to collect a mandate, I beg. But not only it makes sense for inside, not only me if he volunteer for the government. Honestly, I go volunteer on my skills, everything when I go volunteer. If this man enter, how many people go move back to go help Peter Obi bring the system up? The other day, remember to Nigeria, you were saying we should go back. I guarantee you, if Peter Obi enter, me no go dey here. You want to bet? I go pack my load. I don't get any house for Nigeria, but I go there, go rent. I go they work, I go they help the system grow. I'm telling you, we can't continue like this now. This one now,
Because home is home. Home is home.
home is home. Because if my place good, we be on America. Be on now. This place na fine rich. Where me come from, you go get yard, you go get backyard, you go plant everything when you go eat. Nobody will disturb you. If not only that one when I dey miss, because I grew up on the farm, I dey miss some anyhow. Sometimes I will sit down, I go dey imagine saying a farmhouse I dey. Come on. You know, so the fact we say the people where they right now, they don't mean me and you well, they don't mean us well, they don't care. All this one that they do now, they don't want use cloth cover our eye so that the real agenda will come. When they see people don't they relax now, because that's what they are waiting for. They try to win over the obedience, the young ones. When they try to enter school, try to better their lives, so that those ones go switch. They'll say, bless this man. And some of them don't they switch. I mean, you see them making videos, say, they didn't know that this man has sense like this. So, he even did that. Now they have electricity in my mind. I'm like, oh my God, ignorance, na better problem. What are they talking? Better problem. Ignorance, na disease. Ignorance of the mind. When you don't starve people of good things, any small thing, when any drop you give them, they go they celebrate. That's what's going on. So, my people, all this one we talk go front, talk go back. The important thing be say, and one of the solution when we don't pinpoint from everything where we don't talk, so that waiting Mr. Jonathan talk. You see that Senate, we need to pluck our eye for there. All those people, we want to know, they follow their vote for this man when they make a president of Senate. Waiting that they do, how are they really fighting for us? That's what we need to be focusing on. Because guess what? If we get enough pressure put enough pressure on them, and those in the lower house, in our House of Assembly, they call them, or whatever, those people, the legislative body in Nigeria, I think even if these people get any intention, they not go fit carry out their intentions anymore. Because now everybody eye don't open. And right now, obedience are the real opposition in Nigeria. Now forget the other. Now obedience that they fear now for Nigeria. Because anyhow, if they do anyhow, they will receive woto from Twitter to everywhere, bumper to bumper. You understand? So every idea that we are sharing on this platform and every other platform, they're good ideas. But we need to also, while we are sharing these fantastic ideas, keep our eye on the ball. And, the engineer Francis mentioned, let's give the judiciary support. Let's give the judiciary support. I bet my people might remind you now, so we don't give them support before when people go, they protest for courthouse. When they will line up, go, they protest for there. Waiting, they drive them. They tell them say don't come, right? They make it difficult for protesters. I know some people see the show for courthouse. Now I go repeat again. Protesting body-wise it doesn't make sense in Nigeria. Where you are dealing with people who have seared their hearts, who don't care, no matter who buy in the process, as long as they are able to hold on to their powers. Not be those kind of people you want to protest. Now the same old trick, old thing when we don't they use since when they don't take comot better leaders come out for that country. We cannot continue like that. We get ingenuity within us. There are so many things that we can do that will shut down the system. If people know say the suffer don't reach, tell anybody say no go work today. Everybody will sit down for house. In a conjunction with people where they diaspora, we go organize how we want to support people on the ground. If all the drivers say they know they drive their oga, all the domestic staff say we know they cook, may they drink water. I'm telling you, if all the people when get cars go park their cars for airport, park them for road for 10 minutes, block everywhere. I'm telling you, there's so many things that we can do to send a signal without putting our bodies on the line. Because personally, I do not support any young person coming out. We need young, vibrant people in the society. Your leaders don't care about young people. They go buy their seed, they go chop them. They not even let them grow to harvest. They go chop the harvest, chop the seed, chop the ones when they think say they want to go. They go dig the ground, come on the seed, chop them. Now that kind, those kind of people you want to put your body on the line, they protest for. Judiciary, are they not feeling the pain in Nigeria? They know they feel their children know they go school. They know they buy petrol. How much do they buy? They give them free. Even if they give them free, they get relatives. So my people, I mean, I'm
Can I
sorry.
interject
What?
1 second? What you just
Yeah, go
said
ahead,
is
Miss
is
Engineer Francis.
exactly what I'm saying. It doesn't matter how we protest, but let me see if I can just put it in a simple form. How about if the theme of the protest is for this contraband or whatever his name is in Nasarok, for him to withdraw that statement, to that indirect statement he made to the judiciary about whatever will be tolerated or not. How about if that is the demand, that he come on TV and say that he takes it back? That is to ensure and assure the judiciary, those justices that are trembling in their shoes now, that yes, we got their back. Whatever it takes for us to send that message and let it be loud and clear. Whether it's like blocking the Third Mainland Bridge or whatever, but it should be done to give those justices the backbone they need before they make any pronouncement on this case before the panel. I mean, the tribunal. Because if we don't, and they, out of fear, rule against what we know is the truth, when it gets to the Supreme Court, it will be moot. It will be dead issue. So the best thing is if we, however we organize it, but let's ask that man in Asarok to take back that statement and that threat he issued to the judiciary. That is what we are going to demand. And then when he does that, we'll tell the judiciary, go ahead, render the right judgment. We got your back. That's the whole idea, not in terms of human bodies walking all over the
Excuse me, sir. Sorry to interject you. If you got to go that way, you are going. You know, these politicians are very crafty. They will turn it around for their own good. They are going to turn it around for their own good. You are going to see they are going to make a statement whereby you that is Cambio that is against them. You are going to legitimize that government. That's why you don't go that way, because if you go that way, they will go the other way and picture you as if you are
Black Panther,
in support of them.
Black Panther, please hold on. I have somebody on the back. Ophelia, please turn on your camera. I tried writing you on the private chat. You're not reading that. Turn on your camera for me to see who is behind the name Ophelia, so I can let you in. If not, somebody else want to come in. Okay, I'm not even sure you are hearing me. I'm sorry, I have to remove you for NASA. Let somebody else come in. I can see more people want to come in. Please, I know you are trying to come in, and that means you are hearing my voice. I don't want to say this again. Please, if you come on the backstage, just turn your camera on. If I see you, then I accept you in. Thank you. Go ahead, Black Panther. Thank you. Okay, well, Black Panther was talking before me. Okay, let me come to Engineer Francis.
I didn't finish. So Engineer Francis
Okay, go ahead.
interjected
Oh, the two.
because he
Oh,
wanted.
they targeted you, right?
Yeah,
Yes.
he interjected me because he wanted
Yes, she
to
was the one speaking. That's why I
clarify.
kept quiet.
Now you collect at time like that. I beg, go ahead.
That's okay. So, I mean, okay, I understand. Okay, now I get what you're saying, Engineer Francis, because when you say do, and I agree with your with what you just said. Like, he has to take it back. However we can put pressure, if he can take it back, because nobody he doesn't have a right to threaten people like that, because with the seat where sit down, but not being get am, not being there. Now e just dey warm that seat if the thing never too hot for him already, and I'm sure it is already. So I mean, I don't truncate my thoughts. I will rest for now until I remember. Thank you very much. That's it, Mr. Elvis.
Thank you very much. Thank you, my sister. Okay, Engineer Francis, talk to us.
One thing I want to also ask is this. You see that senator, that Miriam Makeba that started to sing, I think he is a very high valued treasure. And we should also let the DSS know that we have heard snippets of what he has to say. And let the DSS know that from this moment, that man's security will be in their hands. Because the snippets of what he has to say sounds like it will really involve a lot of powerful people. So let the DSS not come out tomorrow and tell us, oh, that the man died somehow. Because he will be a very high target for those people that benefited from his wife's misdeed.
All right. I can see you, sir. I can see you, sir. You can turn it off. Mr. Kel, you can turn it off. Thank you. All right, go ahead.
So let this be an indirect or direct message to DSS. If there's a Nigerian that needs protection now for today, that man does. Of course, in America, they call it witness protection or however, but the FBI would rush in immediately and make sure that that man is secured until they get all the information from him. We need to find out a list of all those people, both that man and his wife. Even if you will arrest them later for their misdeeds, fine. But we want to know the people that he and his wife helped and what they did. So he has started to at least confess. I bet you God will forgive him now, even if anything happens tomorrow, because he has come out to say, here is what I did. So DSS, go ahead, have a conversation with him and make sure he stays protected until when you bring any cases to the court, make sure he stays protected and bring him to testify. Please don't come and give us the Nigerian story that he got involved in a car crash or something. Because if that happens, we know that you guys did it. As a matter of fact, you guys, the DSS and that all those EFCC and all those agencies that Asarok uses, you are all now very suspect. If that man, anything happens to him, the country wants to hear the details of what he started to say before he was his mic was turned off at the Senate. We want to hear it. Somehow we look at things and we let it go. But there are some things that we should look far beyond our noses to see. And in this case, that man started something good. Even if he gives us real good heavy punchers in his testimony, like Akpabio and others, hey, we can give him a plea bargain and let his case go. That's how the U.S. gets real information from some witnesses sometimes. They will give them a plea bargain. They will reduce whatever charges or whatever against them if they will give them the guy on top. So Nigeria has to do that now, and especially when we have a willing participant, because that man is willing to just sit down and set his mind free. So I understand all those that are saying he should be castrated, he should be persecuted. Fine. But let's see who he will give us in return for his freedom. Hey, I would not even doubt if he will give us somebody in Azarok too. So talk to him and let's hear where he's coming from. But sitting here and trying to limit everything he has said to just him and his wife, oh, they should be prosecuted, we are missing the whole thing. We should use them to get every other person in there. And God knows how the dominoes might fall. It might start from his wife and stuff, and then it will expand to other judges or justices. Who knows? but let him come first and let nothing happen to him. DSS, if you guys are listening, know that Nigerians are watching him and watching you. Because if you tell us that you have not heard him when he said that thing on the Senate floor, and you tell us that you did not even turn on your investigative gear to at least go and have a chat with him, if you tell us that, I think you really think we are more foolish than we are. We might look stupid, but we are not that stupid. That's all I have to say for now.
I think let me also buttress your point. I think you're right in that aspect. You are very right. But the way the security apparatus is being done over there is like it's meant for the bourgeois and not for the people. That is why you cannot see them operate, because the man swore that he's going to make sure that APC, goes down. So
Exactly.
it is good, but can they do it? Do they have the balls to do it? That's another question. Because all of them were brought in there from maybe senator brother, senator cousin. Because when I was in Nigeria, I tried as much as possible to get into the DSS, though my uncle did not support me, because they know that the way I am built, I will touch into so many hands, but they refused me going in there. Because that is a place where you will see the secrets of this entourage called the Nigerian politicians. But if we have Obi in place, I bet you, the day they mention Obi as president and he goes there, everything will change. Everything, all the SSS, all of them know they are going. Many of them know they are going. They will transfer them to different places. They will deploy all of them to NSA or wherever in the military. Let them go there and do all those things. But they are going to clean up Nigerian security, clean up the political. Obi has a lot to do, and he needs our help. A lot of our experts. He needs our help to really redesign the country and restructure the security apparatus and restructure the judiciary, restructure so many things so that the system will start, working. Not before, not when the president will say go and arrest. No, it doesn't require that. The system will just go like that, activated. If you do anything wrong, the system will activate itself, and that's it. That is the kind of thing we want, and that is the kind of thing that will come. That's why we are talking about how to really modernize the system until we get down on our chairs and table and talk. We won't have this, because I myself, if we get there, I'm going to insist that he brings out that blueprint. The conference we had is need to start talking on it, and they need to pass a resolution on it and start debating on it in the House. That's it.
What's next?
Sorry, Mister. Can I go next? My battery is going down.
Of course, yeah.
Thank
Talk
you,
to
sir.
us quickly, so that
Yeah.
I'll go to Mr. Kevin Cal.
Yeah, I mean, well said. But I think like Mr. Black Panther submit what engineer Ken, engineer Francis just said.
Francis.
Yeah, engineer Francis. We only work in the same society with these guys. No, not with these guys. I am not praying that man is Caputo, but let's just keep watching and see what's going to happen. And then you're saying that obedient talk to DSS. Obedient talk to DSS. Which DSS? Well, Nigeria matter is with these people that are there now. The more you look, the less you see. Well, another thing is when it comes to the still going back on the student loan thing, taking off subsidy. I think they said they made budget for subsidy until the end of June, right? The money that was budgeted, why did they all of a sudden just take away the money? And what are they with the money that they took away now? What are they doing with the money?
Nobody has come to exactly answer that question, and this is something that it baffles me sometimes. Why the press is not making clear.
Okay.
Where is the money?
And
Where's the money?
My calculation from that money, it's worth 512 billion naira per month.
Okay, 512 per month. Now,
So that
this
month
guy,
of June subsidy is 512 billion naira. So what they
okay,
have done with that, I don't know, because NNPC has increased the prices, so they are getting the money back.
okay. Now, this guy will all of a sudden just sign a bill of student loan. And maybe tomorrow we'll come and say to Nigeria that, oh, the money for subsidy, this is where I put the money. How many students get the student loan? Go and give us the list, and then you begin to see ghost students. This guy called Tinubu, I will say it and I will be saying it, cannot do good. He does not have that empathy of doing good.
Just hold on for a second. Hold on for a second. You see, you heard what the gentleman said just now, that the last month, this month's fuel subsidy amount is somewhere around 500 something billion.
Yes.
This thing, naira. That was similar to the amount that the federal government was disputing for more than 9 months with ASU last year. So it tells you that our nation, some of the things we do that damages us, well, we don't necessarily want to face the difficulty to repair the country. And when I was saying it last year, that why is it that our nation is when they remove subsidy that forces that kind of money out. But now the money has been forced out. We don't know where the money is going. And for me, that is the disturbing part. And that's something P2B said. P2B said if he was the one doing something like this, he would do it in a way that it doesn't lead to so much pain for one. Then he would tell people where the money is going to go, precisely where it's going to go, transparently. But now we don't know where the money is going to go. All this, we might just be suffering for nothing because the money that they save, they could just steal it all again. So what is the point of removing the subsidy?
But that's the plan. It's for them to steal it. That's the whole point. That's why this current administration is a sham. Because when you're not the visionary, you're not the one who with the ideas to make life better for the people, there is no way you can fix the system. That's the problem.
So we should be demanding it, and I think it's about time. I think Nigeria does have an ambassador on the ground now, because if it's funding that they need, we can be putting money together so that people need to go and start asking serious questions in the House of Assembly. That where is this money now? What are they doing with the money? Where is the money going to go? We need to be seen, knowing where this money is going to. Because if we don't ask, we are not going to get any answers. And then you leave room for all the people to steal the money. It's our money, for crying out loud. We should be more proactive and start demanding answers. If it's funding that they need to have an ambassador on the ground that can be going there to the House of Assembly in Abuja to be asking serious questions on behalf of the diasporans that are concerned about the issues going on in Nigeria, because we need to know. I'm very, very curious, and this is why I keep saying transparency, transparency, transparency. Those accounts, we need to be seeing them. It's just in their hands, and they have too much power. They will just steal it and rub each other's back, and then we will just be here complaining. Why complain when we can take action to actually see and know what is going on with our money?
Well,
Well,
you are right on the point. But there's something I'm suspecting that will come out tomorrow. I'm suspecting that tomorrow he will now come out and tell us that that money he saved from June in the subsidy, that he has now invested it in the school
student loan.
And
So that's
the interesting thing about the student loan, remember that clause in there where it says indigents, the people, the beneficiaries. Indigents are definitely a very nice euphemic way of saying ghost students, because that money is gone.
so
That's what I'm suspecting. Let them prove me wrong. Like Peter B will say, verify. Show me where to verify. Let's see it.
well, I mean, it just so that's one aspect. Then when it comes to Federal Inland Revenue Service, and then think about alphabet and all of those things. This guy, I mean, for me,
Thank you, Philly. Thank you, Philly. Thank you, sir.
we should just understand that this guy he has built a machinery of what he's going to do and how to steal. What I'm passionate about now is how Peter Obi will get the mandate back. Judiciary, like I have always said, I will not beg you to do the right thing. It is your duty to do the right thing because it was evident that this election was stolen from the rightful owner. And the rightful owner is no other person than Peter Gregory Obi. Is a duly elected president of Nigeria. We have a president that is not sitting in power. And so Nigerians are looking up to you, judiciary, to seat the president in his office. The one there called Tinubu is not the president of Nigeria. He's not my president. I don't recognize him as a president because he did not win the election. Peter Obi won his election landslide. 25% of Abuja is enough for you, judiciary. All of you in tribunal trying to crack joke in the court. 25% is enough for you to try this whole thing. And Atiku and Tinubu lawyer, they've entered into the battle themselves, asking each other, did Atiku have 25%? Did Tinubu have? And they decide they didn't have it. The only thing that they should have asked that they didn't ask, which I know they should have asked, and they know, is that they would have asked Atiku lawyers would have asked Tinubu lawyer. So who had 25%? And they by themselves will say that Peter Obi is one. So and he's the president. They know it. They should have asked. They know they should have asked that question, but they will not ask it because the lawyers in Nigeria now, they also sold their minds. So I would not beg you guys to do the right thing and the nation gets better. And if you choose to go that way around, I will not tell you what will happen. But do the right thing is all we all are hoping for. Because this man, he won the election. He won it on the last slide. We know. Even the world knows that this man won the election. So that's where I'm drawing my conclusion tonight that Peter Obi, we are only waiting for judiciary to give us this whole thing and declare him, and he goes there and begin to get Nigeria better from the hand of these looters. And we should also begin to torchlight the Labour Party senators. Let's begin to look for them. Even our chairman Abure, he should be able to tell us if they really voted for. I don't know if he can do that, but we should check the consistency of those people. Should ask them, who did you vote? Did you vote for Akpabio? Knowing who Akpabio is, they should come back and tell their constituency that to let them know who they voted for. Mr. Elvis, thank you very much for always allowing us to do this. God bless you, sir.
Thank you, my brother. Let's see this video where Bobbio went to pay homage to Wiki. But before that, Joan Oko, turn on your camera so that I can add you, accept you to the panel. I just want to see who is behind the name, please. Okay, thank you. I can see you now. Thank you. You can turn it off. Thank you. All right. Let's see this video where Bobbio went to pay homage to Wiki and all that in his Abuja home.
But I'm not qualified to thank him. I need to call our leader, the brand new God's will. They asked me what's the duration of this election. I say it's God's will. So let me, on behalf of my colleagues, invite His Excellency, Mr. Senate President, to please thank our brother on behalf of all of us. Your Excellency, sir.
The Deputy Senate President of the 10th Senate of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, distinguished Senator Malawi Kudi, my dear brother, immediate past governor, performing governor of River State, yes, of weekend. My other colleagues, former governors, Starting from my brother, Governor Gandhi, Governor Maya, Governor Shumolen, also National Chairman, my distinguished brothers from the 10th Senate of the Federal Republic of Nigeria.
All right.
Now jollof rice they eat. I dey hear clinging of plates as they dey
Even
talk.
Oshomole, I dey lick plate for them just now.
Eh,
You know,
as
so
I say they eat they eat jollof. My God, our
you see, those are the people that is deciding our future. So for you guys to know that in any position these guys are going to hold or they are occupying, there's somebody out there that have decided um, who to be in that position. Just look, a Senate president went to pay homage to Oshomole. Sorry, to Governor Wike. Nigeria is a joke. Nigeria is a big joke. Oh. I'm telling you, if Peter Obi not win, one and no hope for any good thing for Nigeria. I'm telling you now.
He's now saying that it is God's will.
I'm telling you guys, if Peter Obi no win this court case, Nigeria can never be better again forever.
It's
make
just
it
the evidence.
divide.
The
Make
case
it divide.
is
Everybody go
happening
go
too
their
slowly.
way.
We are just worried because the case is going too slowly. That is the problem. If we start seeing evidence, all this stuff he's doing is just going to be this facade, really, because in the end, he's going to be removed from office. It's not going to matter.
It's
So,
not looking
for
good.
me, what is making me uneasy is that the case is not moving quickly enough because then the longer it takes and Tinubu digging himself in, the harder it will be. Even when he is legitimately removed from office, there are some people who will be like, oh, why should he be removed from office? He's doing a great job and all the rest of it. So that's the kind of stuff you don't need to happen. And then someone like Tinubu, with the way he likes to abuse power, could abuse his power then and try to cause problems in problem in the country. And that's my concern, that this case is not going quickly enough so that people start actually getting to the meat of the evidence that is being presented so that we know what direction we are going. I don't think the obedience should worry too much about what. No matter how, see, I was saying it the other day. No matter how good he performs, what does that mean? It means we are getting the best of both worlds. If he gets kicked out, we get a better person come in. Nigeria, see, sometimes what we are looking at right now may seem like a bad thing, but it might, in the end, turn out to be a good thing. Because if P2B ends up winning, it means that we've not had a disaster. He didn't come into office and just start destroying everything. Then when P2B comes in, he raises the bar again. And that will set Nigeria, the whole world will notice that.
Okay.
I don't think any president has been removed from office based on a case like this before.
Let's
that
hear
will
from
be, and that might be a different, sorry, I'll just show 15 seconds. That might mean that Nigeria will be on the world map for using the law to remove a president that got into office illegally, instead of all the shame we keep getting.
Thank you. Thank you. Willie, yes, you can turn your camera off if you want. Thank you, sir. All right. I would like to call on Ophelia. Ophelia, thanks for joining us. After Ophelia, I'll go to Joan. Ophelia, please talk to us, sir.
Distinguished Honorable Elvis and Her Real Majesty Omoye, I'm really glad to be on this platform tonight.
Willie, we'll come back to you.
Man, Ophelia, welcome.
Yeah, I'm really surprised that somebody as intelligent as Niger is actually believing that Tinubu is doing anything at all. I am so surprised. I don't know what Tinubu has done to convince you that is actually. I don't know if you have looked into the antecedent of this man. If you look at the birds that are flying right
He
now,
didn't
because
convince me of anything.
no,
It's just that he's not destroying everything.
he's actually he has actually
he's not destroying the whole country yet.
He has destroyed it in 2015 when Buhari was coming in. People, even until now, I can't remember sitting down to listen to Buhari, because I think Buhari does his words does not match his action. You know, so there's nothing for me to expect from somebody who is lame. I'm waiting for somebody who is lame to build my foundation. This is not like trying to be rude to those that are actually disabled. But how can I expect somebody who is disabled from head to toe to build the foundation of my house? This guy is a professional thief. And if you see, the only people always tell my friends, there are a few people that are missing in this that I would have loved to see in this government. They are Oyenusi of Lagos, Adebendel, Anini. These are the only, and who again? Ernest the kidnapper. That's the only person that is missing. That is missing in this Bola Tinubu's team, because every other person, Wike is a criminal. Akpabio, the same thing. Orji Kalu, the same thing. Tell me just one person that has a very clean slate in this Tinubu's regime that you are expecting that is ever going to do good to Nigerians. There's no light. There's no light in this. There's no light in this setup at all. And I'm always marvel when I see people. But though I know that Nigerians don't. A lot of people did not vote Tinubu, and he's a kind of person that can put 100 people in a building, give them laptops, give them hard drugs. All they have to do is just go to YouTube, go to Twitter, go to all the platforms, attack everybody that they can attack, and impersonate people, give people money to come and say, I voted for Obi, but from the way I'm seeing things, it looks like I'm going to switch to Bola Tinubu right now. There's nothing. If you know how many people, how did Tinubu impact Lagos? He made life worse for people. If you were living in Lagos and you know the value of a Molue bus, there were people living on a Molue. My best friend in Lagos, the father had like 10 or 20 Molue buses. There were people who were building the upholstery of the Molue buses that don't have jobs until today. There were people who were panel beaters that were building the body of 9/11 to make the Molue buses. Most of them are jobless today. Somebody with a great mind, when he comes in, he will look for ways to fund a Molue bus, make it modern, make it viable. Then by that time, we will now have our own Nigerian-made buses in the form of a Molue. So it baffles me when I hear people say Bola Tinubu is the, Bola Tinubu is that. Somebody who has never managed any company on his own. Like the mother the so-called mother that brought him to Lagos. That lady everybody know Alahaja, what's her name again in Lagos? Can you hear me?
Mogaji, Abi.
Elijah Mogaji that brought you. Everybody know that this woman is a businesswoman. Everybody know what she was up to. Tinubu has never managed anything on his own, apart from the drug dealing that he's used to, and he's coming into this thing with the mentality of a drug cartel boss. If you have seen the series on Netflix, the Ozark, and you see how this drug cartel, how they operate with the churches. You see the pastors of every church is saying that now that Tinubu is the one God has, that Obi was the choice of man, that Tinubu is the choice of God. That's why everybody tried everything to bring it down, but now he's the president of Nigeria. But we all know that's not true. And another thing is Obi coming to court every day, being present in court. So even if these so-called judges are bribed or something, when you see the individual that comes to court every single day, it will take a devil not to look into that particular action of Obi coming to court every day, as simple as he is and diligent as he is, and now turn the table against him. We're not asking the court to do something abnormal. We are just asking them to do justice because that's what they are for. I think I want to yield the mic now for somebody else to speak because it's
Thank
like
you.
I'm talking to myself.
Thank you. No, you were talking to us. You're not talking to yourself at all. Thank you. God bless you, Ophelia. God bless you.
Mhm.
All right. I can see Willie, you are in haste to speak. Go ahead. Unmute yourself.
Good morning, everyone, the panelists and the commenters, everybody.
Thank you.
Thank you, Nigeria Watch, Mr. Elvis, for accepting me in this show. Today is my first time coming on live. I'll be
Oh,
commenting. Today
wonderful.
is my first time. I
God
appreciate.
bless
Thank
you.
you, everybody, for
Thank you.
accepting me. And Nigeria Watch, Mama Rita, Mama Diaspora, everybody. And Mr. Alex is not here.
No. It's not here now.
Okay, I appreciate everyone. Thank you. I'll be cooking my own story, my own talk. Let me just give another person space.
Okay.
I just want to, I'm sure now, 100% sure. It's like, because since maybe 3 years, I've been trying to call me, but there's no chance. They say the panel is full. Since 3 years, it's more than 3 years. Yeah. I said,
Wonderful.
what to try.
Thank you.
Thanks,
God
everybody,
bless.
okay?
God bless
And
you, my
this,
brother.
this problem man again, what is his name? That never give up. To Nigeria.
So that there's a problem.
I double for you. For everything, Nigeria was don't put you go corner. You not agree wrong. If
So
it's
Tunaja, you
some
don't
people, they
become
will
a
just
problem.
they don't want me.
Thank you, Willie.
Okay, now
God
thank you,
bless you.
sir. Thank you, sir. Maybe I'll come back, call me tomorrow, or maybe I'll still come in later. Let me give chance to other persons.
Okay,
I'll still
then no
come back
worries.
later or
God
tomorrow.
bless you.
Okay,
Thank you
thanks,
so
sir.
much. All
I'm
right
still
then.
here. Okay, ciao.
Yeah.
Ciao.
All right. Okay. Let me go to Joanne. Madam Joanne, are you there? Please talk to us. Good evening to you.
Good evening, Mr. Niger Watch. I know it's been a long time I've been here, and good evening, the panelists and the commenters. I've been on the comment section now for a while. I just, wanted the opportunity to come in here today to say thank you for all you do. I know I listen a lot. Every broadcast I'm tuned in. I know people always thanking you. Please don't be embarrassed with our thank you. Anytime we say it, accept it, because we know that what you are doing, everybody cannot do it. So there was a sister that called in. I've forgotten her name. I think yesterday or so. And she prayed a scripture over you yesterday, that for such a time as this you were born.
Yeah.
So I want to thank God for your life, and I want to encourage all the panelists. Me, I am not. This is the first time I've been in politics, especially Nigerian politics, because as we all know, he has always been nothing to write home about. So, but with Peter Obi, seeing Peter Obi, it gave me hope, and that's why I'm able to follow. I even tell people I know more things that are happening in Nigeria than in the US where I live. So I thank God for you. I thank God for Omoye. I thank God for everyone. Madam Rita, every time they call in, and I'm always wondering, how do they get the time to do this? So thank you all, every panelist here today and the ones that are not here. I want to say from my heart, thank you. Thank you for
Thank
fighting
you.
for a worthy cause. Thank you for fighting for Nigeria. And the Bible says with our heart we believe, and with our mouth we make confession unto faith. Obi came and he said a new Nigeria is possible. And it's not a slogan anymore. It's something that we are decreeing every day. Is a new Nigeria is possible. When you are around people that keep complaining about Nigeria, just move forward and just say a new Nigeria is possible. And we will continue to say it until we get what we want, what we are asking God to do for us. And also want to say that, it's just amazing the way the whole thing is going. Like Tunaja said earlier, it's not like it looks like. The process is very slow. It's like the judiciary is moving slower than a snail. But it's okay. You know why? Because God is using this opportunity to restructure the mindset of many Nigerians. Anywhere you go, you see Obi, you see how people are receiving him. You see how people, so I believe is a segue for him to be able to land into a place where he will be accepted by all, and he will be able to do what God has positioned him in this season to do for Nigeria. I know it's a tough time, it's a rough season, but it's okay. For those who think that this Tinubu is God's will for Nigeria, they could keep thinking. But those who know the truth know that Nigeria needs a deliverer. Nigeria needs someone who has vision. Nigeria needs someone who can lead that country, to a better place where it's supposed to be. As for all our politicians, well, I think it was give us a mandate that, he said it. If someone is not, a tree that is grown cannot be bent. You can't bend a tree that is already grown. Tunubu is who Tunubu is. I don't think there's anything good that will come out of him. So whatever he's doing now is all gimmicks. It's all to say, oh, so people will begin to cheer him up, to like him, and thinking, okay, we are heading the right direction. We've seen it with Buhari. We've seen it with many of them, even the governors. We've seen all these things play out. So their game is not new. It's the same old trick that they're using, So, and that is why we as citizens, we can't keep quiet. Those who are praying, keep praying. Those who are on ground that want to protest, are able to march, keep marching. Those who can speak, who has internet skill, whatever we have to employ in this fight, I encourage us all to keep doing it. And one thing I want to say, Nigeria Watch, on this show that I love, I think the brother that just spoke said it, to Nigeria, it amazes me. I always think when he's talking, I'm like, either he's a middle child or he's the last born, because he's always different from everybody, but still, everybody is able to come together at the end of the day and reason. And I've watched from the beginning when I started to join Nigeria Watch, how some people will come and talk. We normally talk in Nigeria. It doesn't matter. We just use words flippantly. But today, I have seen whether they are older or younger will say, oh, I'm sorry. Maybe I didn't mean it like that. That's a new Nigeria. That's the beginning of a new Nigeria. Because mindset is very important when people when they want to move forward. The mindset, how we think. And whatever we are doing, from overseas, is impacting the life of those, is opening their eyes, is encouraging them every day. So my presence here today is to encourage us not to give up, not to quit. For those of us who are very vast in politics, I said thank you for lending your voice. And then we here, those who can pray will keep praying. Those who can who can do the leg work are doing the leg work. And we just keep iron sharpen iron. We keep sharpening each other until we see this mandate restored back to us. And so I thank you all for all that you do. And we continue to pray for our principal. God will continue to protect Peter Obi. That's our prayer every day for him and his family. Ahmed Dati, by pillar of cloud, God will guide him. By pillar of fire, he will lead him by night. When the enemies are at the back, Obi will be in the front. When they are in the front, Obi will be at the back. We pray that nobody that has lifted up their voice for the cause of good in Nigeria, they will be able to take their life. Instead, those who wants to fight, they will be the one that will give their own. So we appreciate you all. Nigerians, I know well-meaning Nigerians appreciate the voices that they hear from this platform every day. So thank you so much, and God bless us. God bless the nation of Nigeria. We look forward to that new nation. Thank you all.
Thank you. God bless you very much. Thank you, Madam Joan, for your wonderful submission. Thanks for your encouragement, your kind words. We appreciate you too. It's good to have you on the panel. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, sir.
All right, everybody, let's do this final round, everybody, so we can round up. Okay, so I'd like to go to let me start with Black Panther. Black Panther, are you there with us, or you already asleep?
Sleep
It's
for where
always
it's
there. How can this guy sleep? Just assume
I
it's always
I
there.
won't sleep. When I tell you say I dey
It's
watch,
always
I'm always watching that our last born. God bless you to Nigeria. God will bless you. You know, you are keeping the toes of, because you are coming from a dimension that, you know, another dimension. If the country were to be in a stable form, like Mr. Moye said, we all will be, will let you, you know, give us full analysis of what is inside of you. But what we have now is a critical situation whereby we know what is happening, and you yourself have seen it, that even your postulate, nothing these guys are doing. So that is why we knew what was going to happen. And that is why we stick to our own postulate. And then we'll keep on saying it until we get to that Eldorado where we come together and really speak and have a formidable force that will become what your dream and our dream is like. So I want to say this to everyone. Look onto that crown. Don't take your face. Don't let Agbado divert or make you angry. You see, when you know who they are, then all what you need to do is to be focused and run that race that they don't want you to run. Run the race, get to the end point, and pick up your mandate. And our mandate, we are going to pick it up. Like what one of our speakers said, he said, when the road gets tougher, we are getting closer. And tough road are meant for tough people. We are the one called the tough people because we are pursuing something that will make the next generation see us, and they will say, they thank their Almighty God that our fathers have fought a good fight, and we are going to take it from here and get to that promised land. They had a dream. They had that dream, and that dream, we are going to get that dream so that where they are, they will not say, yes, we handed over the handful of leadership to a generation that will take us to Eldorado. I want us to be focused on the mandate and also be focused on that blueprint, that GJ, that conference, that national conference we had. I want us to focus on, because if we get there, I am going to have a plant card in Facebook. I'm going to print it and I'll put it in my chest, and you will see my face. I'll put it there. This one you must do. Every of us must talk on that issue, because everybody gathered and we brought out intelligent gathering of intelligent people spoke. The tribe spoke. The religious people spoke. The artisans spoke. The military spoke. Every one of us that owns the sovereignty of that nation spoke. And the blueprint was brought forward. And one man said, we cannot go there, but we are going to make that thing that the dog under the system, we are going to take it out. And Obi is going to listen and put it out for us to now speak on it. And that's one thing I want including you too, Niger. We need a platform where we can build that thing, that dream you are talking about. Build a formidable force military, build a formidable police force, and build a formidable nation and a formidable citizen. That is what we want. Because every Nigerians are the way we call ourselves citizens, but we don't look like citizens. Because when problems happen in so many nations, the people that we thought that will bring something to us to save us from it, they will leave us for us to find our way. That is what is happening, and we don't want that to continue. That is why we say we need a convergence point where we can speak as a nation, so that we can love ourselves, because love conquers all. who can love ourselves. I always say there is beauty in our diversity. There is strength in our diversity. If we don't want that, then we'll do the needful. And we all know what the needful is. Every man go to his own tent and form a formidable force in his own tent. But we all, our dream is that we come together and form in our diversity, which is beautiful than anything in the world. We can make that diversity be the greatest convergence of so many nations and come up as the greatest black race in the world. And we'll start inventing. And one day we'll make a build a space that will go to the moon and go to other planets. That is the dream of every black man. That is the dream that will come up from a great nation, the most efficient, the most vibrant, and most intelligent black race in the world. The convergence is in Nigeria, and Nigeria will climb to that Eldorado. Thank you, Mr. Nigeria, for giving us this platform. Thank everybody to Nigeria. Thank you very much. You have risen your dream. Pray that it will become sin so that our dream and your dream will get there. So thank you very much. And Mrs. Obsamoye, God bless you. Sister Rita, God bless you. God bless you and bless you and every one of us. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bless you
Thank you.
too,
Thank you.
brother.
Thank you very much, Black Panther. God bless you too. All right. Let me call on the next person, which is our. I don't want to do Omoyam to Nigeria yet. Okay, let me go to Engineer Francis. Engineer Francis, give us your final submission, sir.
Thank you very much, and thank you very much for this forum. Please, in everything we do, we are at a critical point. This week and next week is what we have to secure what we're proving. And I have the feeling that these people may have or have tried to bribe the judges and the justices. There may be some good judges and justices who are afraid whether if they take their bribe, if they refuse their bribe, that they might have to suffer some consequences. Those ones are on the fence. And then there are some that may have taken it, but their consciences, just like that senator, is not dealing well with them. We have to find a way, that is the democracy of Nigeria, the obedience. We have to find a way to encourage them and let them know that anyone messes with them, they mess with the whole family, all 200 million of us, that we are behind them for them to just do the right thing. Even those that have accepted their money or whatever, go ahead and eat that money and eat it real good. But on that day, just pass the judgment the way it should be. And we got your back. So, however we organize it, but we need to do something that will make the judges know that they are not in the wilderness alone. And then we will demand from Asarov a withdrawal of that statement that whenever I think of it, it makes my blood boil. Because even under Abacha, I don't think I experienced something like that. But then I know Abacha did worse.
I think your voice is too low, sir. Your voice is too low.
Sorry. I mean, we need something that we can do to give those Supreme Court justices that backbone that they need to stand firm for justice, to stand firm for democracy. So even if they've accepted any thing from them, go ahead and enjoy it. But on that day, come out and speak in favor of justice. We got your back. We have you covered. We need to send that statement loud and clear to the judiciary so they will not be like cracking some empty, dry jokes because they are nervous or because they are not really comfortable with what they are doing in that court. Now they will know that, yes, we are behind them. 200 million Nigerians were behind them. Democracy were behind them. And then that, I guess, the same move, let's use it to get that impostor in Asorok to come openly and take back that threat, because that threat to justice is threat to democracy. And then after that, there's something I want to suggest to the Labour Party reps and senators. Please, guys, I guess you guys know how to split the responsibility, but we need a bill being proposed from you guys in this 10th assembly immediately, pulling the law enforcement from the executive and placing them where they belong, under the judiciary. So when a judge orders something, he will get the court marshals or the police or whatever in the same, under the same department to go and enforce that order that the judge has ordered. The DSS, EFCC, police, they should be, those law enforcement bodies, they should be under the person that gives that law that they will have to go and enforce. It's not the guy that lives in Asarok that gives the law. He doesn't make the law. He doesn't even regulate the law. He doesn't even know the law. Those judges and magistrates, they are the ones that will sign, and the law enforcement will jump into their cars and go and enforce that law. So, Labour Party reps, you guys have a lot that you have to propose immediately right now to this house and show us, and we in the streets will be following you and we will be supporting you. So don't go there and drink that their Abuja water and then start talking gibberish. Go and do the job of the people. And then finally, I think maybe Nigeria is due for something similar to what we have here in the US. There's a TV channel here in the US called C-SPAN. That channel is for the Congress. It doesn't have any editors or anything. The camera just stays on, 100% on the Senate, and there's one on the House. For every proceeding, whatever they are doing, we are watching it at home. When our rep comes up to argue, we are watching it at home. If our rep goes there and sleeps all day, we are seeing it here. So we know how to deal with him when he comes home and we organize a town hall meeting. We will tell him, hey man, when they were discussing that issue that affects us here, you were sleeping and we saw you. Don't count on our vote next time. So I think Nigeria might be due for something like that, so that we can be hearing these senators and reps, especially when they get out there to be a rubber stamp to an imposter or something to that effect. Well, thank you. And that's it for now.
Thank you, Engineer Francis. Thank you very much, sir, for your submission. God bless you. Okay, one love, please turn on your camera, sir, for you to come in. Let me see who is behind the name. Okay, thank you, sir. That's fine. That's fine. Thank you. All right. Okay, let me go to the next person right now, which is I'd like to go to uh, Jonathan. Mr. Jonathan, you still there with us? Mr. Jonathan, we can't hear you. Oh, your network started again. Mr. Jonathan, we can't hear you, but sort that out. I'll come back to you. Okay. Let me go to okay, I don't have no choice anymore now to go to Amoye's Ghana. Amoye's Ghana, give us your final submission, please. Thank you.
They try to avoid me. I know. I've been
And
waiting.
one
I'm like,
I
is
the
it?
one carry una go last you and two like that.
Oh, okay. It don't reach our turn now. It don't reach us. So
Yes.
yeah. Anyway, it's been a productive day for Nigeria situation. One thing I have to say, I have to thank. First of all, let me start by thanking everyone on the panel, both the ones I agree with and the ones I disagree with. You una know una selves. No need to mention names, because you guys also disagree with me. So, but I really want to thank all of us. You know why? Because I think this is a very critical point in our history as Nigerians. We've never had a situation like this where the citizens have gotten involved and they're now taking their power back and understanding that there's power in their actions. And it's beautiful to see, in as much as we want things to happen and speed up, but it's beautiful. We have to, at least thank ourselves, pay ourselves a penny for even coming out and sacrificing the time. Most of us are working, we're multitasking as we're staying on the panel. We really don't have the time, but because Nigeria is a very important it's very important to us right now, we don't have a choice but to make the sacrifices. Because my thing is, if we don't, then who? If I don't, then who? I can't be relying on Mr. Niger Watch, for instance, to keep doing it every day without doing my own part. He can only do his own. So everybody joining hand in hand to ensure that we have a sane and balanced society is very important. Everybody matters in this fight, you know. Whatever opinions you have, everyone matters. So that's how I see it. So I'm very happy that we're doing this. And my hope is that we continue to do this, because I have to re-echo this. The obedience are the real oppositions right now. They are the true, we don't have an opposition in Nigeria as we speak. The obedience are the real oppositions. They're the ones who keep us abreast of issues. They are the ones pushing back on the things that these people are trying to do to us. So let's keep the momentum going. For whatever it's worth, we know that the change is inevitable once the people realize their power and start to take it back one after the other. And it's up to us, those of us who know better, to also um, teach other people so that they also will know, because we have a wealth of knowledge that some people don't have, not because we're better, but because we just have the opportunity to have access to this information. So I really want to thank us. And coming to home to what we're addressing today, I just want to say, even though I have zero trust for the judiciary, I have zero trust for all the structures in Nigeria based on what has been seen and what has been shown to us. We need to keep showing up. We need to keep our eyes on the judiciary. And I so reckon with what Mr. Jonathan said earlier about keeping our eyes on the Senate and on the House of Assembly, legislative arm of government. I think that is the core of everything. Because if we can figure out those people that we voted in, that are meant to represent the people, we can really, really hold their feet to the fire, because we don't have control over what APPDP does. We don't, because they are Siamese twins. We can't trust them. And we have to also remember that most of these people that are cross carpeting, we need to be keeping an eye on them, so that when they come and say, oh, want to run for one position in a Labour Party, we'll tell them, say, who you be, where you they come from, who your papa be, where they born you, which village you come from, what you don't do before, what is your wetin, how Peter Obi dey talk at that time, ask question abi how e take dey talk am, somebody remind me, I can't remember. He used to say, verify, go and verify. Are you verifiable? If we go and verify, will you come out normal human being like everybody else, or what are we going to find? So this is part of what we need to do as a society. We've been complacent. We have to own that. We are responsible for what is going on right now. We've been very complacent. We've turned the other eye. We've allowed these people browbeat us to the ground. We've become the religious people have made people docile, even if they given even if they feed people with nyama nyama, people go chop and they go say at least something better pass nothing. They take all the crap when people they bring come. So to that I say, let's keep doing what we are doing. No, as they say, we don't know little drops of rain makes an ocean. Maybe one day everything will just turn around. All of us will be happy. We'll be very glad that we stood our ground and we remain consistent. It will not happen overnight. There's a long fight ahead of us. We just have to continue to build on that stamina and stay on point and keep our eye on the goal. Thank you very much, Mr. Niger Watch. I appreciate you as always, my brother.
Thank
I
you.
really do.
Thank you
Thank you
so
so
much.
much.
I appreciate you
Yes.
too. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. All right. Let me call on Mr. Jonathan. I don't know if you can speak now. Something is wrong with the audio. We can't hear you at all. Okay. Let me come back to you. Let me quickly go to Ophelia. Ophelia, please give us your final submission, sir.
Yeah, I just want to appreciate you, distinguished Elvis, Royal Majesty, Omoye, to Niger, and every other member of the panel. You guys are really doing a great job. Sometimes I, I just after I come back from work and I'm very tired, I go on my YouTube and you guys are there, dressing me up with what's going on in Nigeria. Sometimes at work, I go to the Twitter spaces and I'm daily informed on what's going on in Nigeria. You guys are really doing a great job, and I pray that history will remember you and put you in the good books. I really appreciate every effort you guys are making. Thank you.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate
And if we try to go back like 30 years ago, when we were a lot younger. All these things about insecurity. I remember then, um, my uncles would give me money for flights to Abuja, and I would take a night bus, so that I'll be able to save some money for myself. And there was nothing like headsmen and all this problem. It was since this political season. In fact, the insecurity we have in Nigeria is political, and by the time we get the right people in power, all this by the time we take away all the armed robbers, Nigeria will get on its feet and will be back again on the right track. As per the judges, I don't just like Sister Moya said, I don't trust the judges, but then I don't know how they are going to get away from not delivering justice, because even if somebody needs to lie for you, there must be a reason to lie. I don't know how they are going to do it, how they are going to. In fact, if you want to know the most dangerous people on earth right now, I think the most dangerous people on earth now is the obese team. If you look at these guys, how they are daily uh, bringing out the evidence every day to the court, and how hard they are working, even also the articles team, how they are going. There's no way of escape for. I just don't know how they are going. I just don't know how APC is going to escape from this, because whatever they are going, either these people are just going to just disgrace themselves internationally, which I know of course they are not ashamed of, but I can't really see a way of escape for APC right now. And if some of you have seen the movie Titanic, when they were going into the ship, everybody was saying this is the best ship. They are like what APC is doing right now. They are really like we are the most powerful people here in the country. Nobody can dare touch us. You know, we are the most powerful. But when the ship was about to go down, we were able to separate the grain from the shaft. So at the end of the day, victory is ours. Just like Sister Moya said, we have never been so we have never focused on we have never been part of our electoral system before. Like me, for instance, I don't really care because I think everybody is just corrupt. There's no until I saw a human being, somebody you can look up to, you know, in the person of I think when I was in primary school, the first
Thank you.
person I noticed was what's the name of this governor of Bendel State then? I got
Ambrose Ali,
Ogbemudia.
Ambrose Ali, yeah.
Ogbemudia. Okay.
Ambrose Ali Ogbemudia. That was when I was able to see. It was that kind of politicians that I am seeing right now in the person um, of uh, um, of Obi. So and yeah, I that's why all of us are so interested, and we are, and even they are so surprised that everybody are so focused. The way Nigerians are focused in these tribunal this thing, I don't see how APC is going to escape. So I just want to appreciate everybody on the panel and thank you for giving me an opportunity to be part of the panel this night. Thank you.
Thank you, Oga Ofili. It's my pleasure having you on the panel. God bless you. Thanks for your wonderful words. Okay, let's quickly move on to Madam Joanne. Please, Madam Joanne, if you're there listening, give us your final solution.
Thank you once again for the opportunity tonight to be with this distinguished team. Um, like I said earlier, my sister also talked about that, encouraging us wherever we all can put our hands into this work. Let us continue to do so. Let us continue to share. I know, like when you join, you're always saying share, and it's very good, people, that we are able to continue to pass on this link to people to continue to join, especially those that are back home. Is a lot of information that is being disseminated here every day, and we can't give up. I see the fight we are in. I hope that's the word to use. I'm trying to find the right word for that. I'm not using I don't want to use the forbidden words. I liken it to like the rebuilding of the wall of Jerusalem when Nehemiah wanted to go rebuild. And I see, similarities in when you read that story and what is going on today. And Nehemiah and his crew, they were very few, but they didn't give up. There was nothing, there was no conspiracy that was not brought against him and his team, but he kept telling them, we just have one goal to accomplish, to rebuild the wall. And that is what Nigerians, well-meaning Nigerians, because there are some who are still, even they might be, they don't know any better. They just follow, But for those of us and many other millions of people who believe that new Nigeria is possible, I just want to encourage us to keep the focus. Don't let us be distracted or be carried away, whether the person in Aso Rock now, whatever good that he's doing, because it would not last. And when we talk about, I heard what they were talking about student loan. I just heard it when I joined Nigeria World this evening. I know it was, something that he said flippantly during his campaign. And again, that was because our principal said it, and he doesn't have basis. They don't know how it works. You cannot build upon a chaos. For you to build something that is going to stand and last, the foundation has to be solid. The foundation has to stand firm.
Right now, there is no solid foundation. And that is why we are praying and we are, continue to seek our mandate that Obi will be in that position to start the rebuilding, to lay those foundations. And I think that's what I'm sorry, I don't remember names most times. But one of my brothers here, alluded to what Tunaja said, things that he said. They are things, not like they are out of um, context, or it's not that there are bad things, but most of those ideas right now cannot be implemented in Nigeria the way it is
Is it
because we
me?
don't have the right leaders to do so. So we believe that when Obi comes in, then all those ideas is going to come into play. We're going to have a new Nigeria that truly works for everybody, not just for certain group of people. And another thing that I want to also point out that I really love the way they are all, excuse me, they are talking. It's not a mistake. Like the man that was talking today, I just saw the clip. I don't know his name. That the wife was the former judge. And, he started talking about, this is God walking. This is God working. There's a scripture in Isaiah. He said they were users. He said they will fight themselves in mutually destructive wars. Mutually. So let them keep talking. We will listen. We will keep hearing because of the abundance of the heart, the mouth will speak. So let them keep exposing themselves. Those things that they've been hiding. I pray they will keep talking, that they will come. It will look like they're joking, but they are truly implicating themselves. And that is the way they will take themselves out. So I want to encourage all obedience, abroad, overseas. I know sometimes for those abroad, when we say things, people say, why don't you come home? But it's not just that easy to do. So wherever that we all can be of help, if to give monetary, if it's to give counsel, if it's to pray, if it's to do leg work, whatever, that we all need that. I encourage us to go read that book of Nehemiah because there's a lot of wisdom and strategy we can draw from that book of how they work. They were so focused, no matter the conspiracy they took against them, no matter the plan that the enemy had against them, he kept telling them. And that is what I see in our principal. He doesn't address, some little, there are big things, but the way he will address them, I'm always amazed at this man's wisdom. I'm so amazed when I listen to him, and I thank God for him. And that's, like I said earlier, for a new Nigeria to be in place, a lot of old
Thank you.
ways has to go. A lot of old ways has to go so that the new can truly have room. So I thank you all for the opportunity today. Thank you so much, Mr. Elvis. And
Thank
I
you.
pray that God will continue to bless everyone and keep and
Amen.
protect all the well-meaning Nigerians.
Thank
Have a
you. Thank
blessed
you very
night.
much. Amen.
Thank you.
Amen. It's really nice to have you on the panel, Madam Joan. We're looking forward to having you here again.
Thank
Thank
you.
you. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
All right. Let's go to one. Oh, finally, one love would all come to you. Good evening to you. It's good to rather good morning to you. It's good to have you here. Talk to us.
Good evening, Mr. Ninja Wash. And the last time I checked, I think it was 1:48 or 1:50 a.m. in the UK. So I'm sure by now you are probably exhausted. But thank you so much for what you do. It takes a lot of courage and it takes a lot of strength to stay awake and be doing this at this time. So just want you guys to know, and to those in the panel, good evening, good morning, wherever you're joining us from. I just want you guys to know that this guy here is doing a great work, more than Channels TV and Arise TV and the other guys, because I don't really pay attention to what is going on in Nigeria. If I'm trying to get an idea about what's up with Nigeria, I come to this channel, I come to your show, Mr. Niger Watch, because I know this is the only place I will get the
Thank you.
undiluted truth. Sometimes I go to all my ears corners too because I know you guys are not going to give us false information. Um, Channels TV or the other major media, you might have to maybe pay them to go there and talk, or just try to make sure for you to get the right thing, you might have to go through some. We know what happens in Nigeria and stuff like that. But when we come to this place, we get the right thing. We get the right news. And I see sometimes when people try to bring the wrong information, you quickly correct them. Sometimes these journalists over there, they don't do it because somebody probably paid money just to go talk. So thank you so much for what you're doing.
Thank
I
you.
really appreciate your effort and for everything. Yeah, I was following a little bit. I think I actually joined when one of the brother here was talking about how we should try to pay attention to those in the Congress. I mean, those in the House of Assembly, because they are also part of the problems that we have in Nigeria. Um, Today, I believe I just heard a few minutes ago on your show that they had, I believe they inaugurated the 10th Assembly of Nigeria. So for me, I believe we have about 8 senators from Labour Party there right now. So those 8 senators, like what that brother said, those 8 senators can actually change the course of Nigeria if they stay on the manifesto of Labour Party. If they hold these guys responsible, because believe me, if you remove the vote of 8 senators, I believe there's a lot you can't do. So if those 8 senators actually stays with us and it stays with Peter Obi, we'll be able to do a lot of things. But again, like he said, we don't know how they voted today. We don't know what actually happened. If they voted for this current Senate president, which we don't support, or if they actually voted for someone else. So I think it's actually a good idea for us to pay close attention to these guys, because the other day we saw the House of Rep member that actually not even speaking more in favor of Tinubu, when we actually voted for him through Labour Party. So these are things that we actually should pay attention to. I really don't want to take too much of your time because I know it's really late on your side. I just wanted to find out real quick how we went. I mean, what happened in the courtroom today? If we are actually winning, but I believe we are winning. So I just want to make sure I'm following, this court mandate bumper to bumper, so I don't miss anything. So if you don't mind, if maybe 1 or 2 seconds, if you can just fill me in real quick, what happened in courtroom today. Other than that, I want to thank everybody for what you're doing. Keep pushing. I know, even though I don't really trust the judiciary, I don't trust anything that comes out of there. But I believe if we can prove our case, which I know Peter Obi and the legal team are going to do, if we can prove our case, then we have more evidence, to actually go there and become more vocal in order for us to take our country back. It's just like someone who is looking for a job. He keeps saying that I'm trying to get a job, but I don't have a job and no one is trying to employ me. And then when you actually dig down, you figure out that this person is not even qualified. So they might attack us and says, you want to be the president, show us how you won. But we believe we are going to prove our case, and we are going to demonstrate to them that we actually won this. And it's left for the judiciary, to live up to standard and actually, declare the rightful winner of this election, who is Peter Obi. And I believe at the end of the day, things are going to move in the right direction. But for now, I want to say thank you, Mr. Niger Wash, and I just want to
Thank you.
thank everybody in the panel. Thank you, guys.
Thank you, One Love. God bless you, sir. Thank you so much for your kind words. Yes, we are doing what we're doing, you know, to play our part to have a better country. We all, including you that just finished talking right now, we all are grateful that we're living in a better country. So we have choice not to even do this. That's just the truth. We have choice not to do it. I can use my platform for something else, but home is home. Home is home. I love my country. I love Nigeria with all my heart. I just want Nigeria to be a better place where we all can, visit home or even move back home, So that's why we're doing what we're doing. And I believe because we are genuinely fighting for a better Nigeria, I believe God Almighty will finally, finally, finally make it happen. We are getting there, even though most people don't trust these people, especially judiciary. As for me, I don't trust anything in Nigeria at all. But I'm doing this because I know that nothing lasts forever. Yeah, nothing lasts forever. So no matter how bad it is, no matter how worse it is, somehow, someday, it will come to an end. Thank you very much, everybody on the panel. I appreciate you all.
Can I respond to the he requested for the proceedings in court today?
Okay, yeah.
The OB legal team didn't actually do much. They only submitted some uh,
Additional.
additional documents, and then the PDP did the same thing Labour Party did. Yeah, was that yesterday or so? They did the same thing. They showed video evidences of Mahmoud Yakubu promising Nigerians that he was going to uh, put the transmit the results on the iRev real time, and the PDP subpoenaed the INEC chairman to come to the tribunal, and all through when they were making the submission, I saw our big brother, our uncle Mike Ezekome smiling like he's waiting. He's actually waiting for the action or the opportunity to actually hit Mahmoud with tough questions. So that's exactly what happened today.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Yeah.
And the court has adjourned to tomorrow, today. You know.
Oh,
So,
yeah.
yeah.
Thank you so much for breaking that down. Yeah, that I think that's really important. I'm really glad they were actually able to subpoena him. But again, I pray that he actually honored that court order because they never honor court orders in Nigeria, anyways. But I'm sort of positive that he will show up because by the time he comes to the courtroom, the lawyers will be able to ask him actually what happened.
Exactly.
Hopefully we'll keep an eye on that. That's a good step. Thank you so much for explaining that.
Thank
But in subpoena, he can't actually refuse when you are subpoenaed to appear in court. Probably he is not going to be there. Maybe he's going
Yeah.
to send Okoye. Maybe he's going to send Okoye, but definitely somebody of high hierarchy is definitely going to be in court to represent INEC.
Yeah, my
you.
brother, I
Uh,
understand. I know. It's just the fact that things that have happened, it's difficult for you to predict what is going to happen. For weeks, they ordered INEC to release results, to release the BVAS information, but till now they haven't released anything. So it's really sad, when you see some things happening before your very eyes, and it's difficult for you to still trust some things that are going to happen in the future. But again, I'm glad that they were actually able to do that, even if he shows up or not. But at least we have someone from INEC that is going to actually explain to the lawyers. I'm positive they will be able to grill him quite to the point where they can obtain the information that they need from their representative.
that will not work if he sends a rep. If he's subpoenaed, especially based on the video evidence they showed, and it
Right.
was him speaking, not the rep, then he should come to answer to those questions arising from that video. The court, assuming he is Almighty Yakubu, the court might say, okay, because he's the Almighty, that he can answer maybe on video or some sort of deposition
Okay.
where they will send some questions and he will answer. But
Right.
because he is the one, uh, sending a subordinate is not good, and it's not. I will be shocked if the court accepts that. He has to be the one that will either come, or if they will work something out with the attorneys where they will send him written questions and he will answer.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Before I call out to Naja, I want to quickly appreciate Amaka Fojabi. Thank you very much for the super chat. Really do appreciate your continued support. May God bless you. Thank you. I can see Mother Rita right there in the comment section. Thank you very much for being with us. Appreciate you all right there. May God bless you all. Thank you, thank you. Please, guys, if you can hear me, if your hand, if you feel it, whether they press like, help us to press like because it's quite late. So I understand maybe some of you are already sleeping. just listening. All right. To Nigeria, give us your final submission. Let's go.
Thank you. We live in a beautiful world, and before we start always, calling on God for saving us, to save us, and all the rest, we have to understand that most of the time He's already answered the prayer in the context of Nigeria. And just asking continuously when He's already answered it seems like taking His name in vain. If I'm not mistaken, that's part of breaking the rules, really, the 10 Commandments. You should not take that Lord's name in vain, something like that. So, because we have been given everything, we've got it all. We've got it all, truly. And it's up to us to do what is necessary to fix problems, and we have to start leaning forward to start fixing them. Somewhere we talked about 8 senators from the Labour Party. That makes up about, I think, total of 109 senators. So that makes them about 7 point something percent of the amount of senators in the House, which means they can swing votes 14% in one direction, because by denying the other side 7% and they voted on the other side 7%, that's 14% swing. And so they could have serious influence if they are disciplined. And I hope that P2B is whipping them in shape. I wouldn't use the term. They use that term in the UK, whip MPs into shape, or whip them into the House of Parliament or something like that. So, but they need to be coordinated in the way they do things so that they can nudge the House to do the right things, especially in terms of transparency. Because that is very, very vital, that Nigerians know what is going on with their money and their leaders and all the rest, from health tourism, investing overseas, all these things. They need to start to rein them in. Just as the other side wants to run the propaganda that they are doing a great job, the Labour senators and the Labour Party need to also start showing their stripes so that people know what they stand for. It's also important to be doing that, because this is something, awareness matters. And so that is on that front. In terms of the court, the slow walking of the case is frustrating. Even if I know in the end it's still going to come to an end someday, but it's just, this is one of those periods that is really frustrating. You feel like not much is happening, especially given that Labour Party seems to be a little bit quieter, but I think they are in the Senate now, and I hope they start making a bit of noise from there. Then there's also the issue of the fuel subsidies. Somebody just said something about 500 and something billion naira every month. That is crazy. Because by my calculation, Nigeria can pay every soldier, that's, from warrant officer down, 200,000 naira. And it will still be not up to half of that amount. And they will have 1 million soldiers in Nigeria. But our leaders don't do that. They are just going to pretend as if we never had the capacity to do these things. I asked this question last year to Nigerians. I kept asking. I said, how much are you willing to pay to secure your nation? Do you know that not one person agreed to pay? Say they are going to pay 10 naira to it. They will say, God forbid me pay 1,000 naira. I will not. I was like, but inflation is taking that from your pocket every year. Now, fuel subsidy has taken that again. The point is that we have to be more proactive. We don't want to wait. Our leaders know the truth. They don't want to do it. They don't want to do it. We need to be pushing them, telling them, we know this thing, money can do this. Why are you not doing it? Why are you not making our country secure so we return? Or is it because some parts of the country don't care about the diaspora returning back home? Is that why they don't care about securing the country? We need to let them know we know these things. How can 200, 300 million billion naira pay for 1 million soldiers? Do you know what that would do? That would change the West African coast and many African countries. The security Nigeria will experience. All these kidnappings, 70 women, children, girls kidnapped and abused. I don't want to use the right word that they used to describe what happened to them. This is terrible. For how much? Nigerians refused to pay that money last year when I said it, but now it's been imposed on them. It's been imposed, but we have to make do with it. Why do we always have to have pain imposed on us when it's not conscious? We have to choose pain that gives us real progress. That is how I like to look at things. And when it comes to this thing, for me, I don't know why people keep saying I'm off key. My key is always the same. My key is for our nation to function like a true nation that is sovereign, that we have never seen for a very, very, very long time. That has always been my focus. And our people, I'm tired of seeing our people getting attacked, divided against each other, kidnapped, just name it, and influenced. And our resources, we see it in the streets of London, in New York, and everywhere in Dubai. I'm tired of seeing all those things. I am sure a lot of us are tired. Many of us are tired of staying overseas. I've seen men come online here and started shedding tears. Not women, men are shedding tears online.
Ojuzo Kalu too.
Oh, okay. that one, his own tears is for himself. People, those ones are crying for their nation. They are crying for the plight of their own people. And it's just, this is gone way too much. And I think our leaders, we need to start pushing them so that they can start doing the right things. Even if they don't want to, we can drag them kicking and screaming. Nigeria Watch, I was asking, because I know you have people on the ground in Nigeria. If you had an ambassador on the ground that we can, if we need to fund, we can fund, we can contribute. Now, we have so many people, sometimes you have 1,000 people here. We can all be contributing so that they can go to the Senate and start pushing they can be reporting on what is going on there. We need to start getting involved on what is going on the ground. Mm-hmm. What is the point of talking every day when we cannot even put one person on the ground to go and represent us?
I actually agree with you 100% on that. To Nigeria, if you can find someone to do that, I'll be on their tail every second.
Is Alex not in Nigeria? Alex is in Nigeria now. He wants to clean house.
He's in Okumagba. Alex is pressing for governorship. Leave my brother alone.
Where's Okumagba?
I don't know Okumagba.
Yeah, because he wants to clean house. It would be very good to go there and give them a bit of a earful so that they can actually focus on the task. So I believe we need to start leaning forward. I want to put my money where my mouth is. You see what I mean? So Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you. To Nigeria, I appreciate you. Thank you, everybody. Omoye's Corner. Thank you.
Sorry, it's in Amagba. Oh my God, I said Okumagba. Not the same. Magba. Oh, joy.
Thank you, Philly. Thank you very much, Regina Francis, and every one of you that came to the panel today, or rather yesterday. I want to appreciate you all. Thank you very much. I appreciate everybody. And those of you on the comment section, thank you very much. Mother of all, Mommy Diaspora, thank you, Mommy. We appreciate you. Madam Rita, thank you very much. Thank you. And I can see Sans Nom. Thank you very much for joining us. And I'm not sure if I pronounced your name properly though, but still appreciate you. Michael and MRO, I can see you right there. Thank you very much. Appreciate every one of you. Thank you for your support. And I appreciate you once again, Amaka Fujebi. Thanks very much for your special and Chegun Ishola. Thank you. God bless every one of you. Now we'll go draw the curtain. It's been a long day. So endeavor to follow us again tomorrow. We'll be here by 6 p.m. We might randomly come out again tomorrow. Remember, we have a court hearing. And God bless you. Please like and share before you leave. If you know you have not hit on the like, please don't leave. Just stay there. All right. Thank you very much, my people. Make I enjoy the curtain here. Bye.
You are the pillar that holds my life. You are the pillar that holds